Welcome to Hollywood. Honda versus Toyota. Camry versus Accord. Combined sales between these two are approaching 30 million. We're talking legends. You want to know about Victory Lane? The Camry and the Accord, they know all about Victory Lane, especially in the sales department. 1983 was the first year for the Toyota Camry. The Honda Accord almost had a decade before the Camry came around. The Honda was around since 1976. Over 10 million Camrys sold and over 13 million, but that's a silly number because back in 2016, Honda said that they had counted and sold 12.6 million. Well, if you think they've only sold 400,000 in the last 9-10 years, that's silly. So I'm going to say they've sold 15 to 16 to 17 million. Either way, unchecked sales victories. The Ford Taurus could get in here, but that's really the only full-size sedan that I can think of that even competes. Let's get in here and compare these two. Let's do trunks, shall we? Legends. Honda Accord and Toyota Camry. Let's measure trunks. What'd he say? Yeah, we're going to measure trunks. All right. The Camry trunk up first. We got some nice metal right there. There's little scuff plates as we go over in there. Let's see underneath. What have we got underneath? We've got a jack and some tire irons, which means there's a spare tire down low. Let's come over here to the Accord and see what kind of, it almost looks like a hatchback, doesn't it? Whoa, carnivorous. What a big hole. Look, the mats have never even been used. What kind of hole do you have down there? Air compressor. No spare tire in the $40,000 2024 Honda Accord. I think this is a perfect opportunity, don't you? Hi, welcome to Hollywood. I'm about 6 foot, 6'1" if I stand up nice and erect. 270 this morning. I've gained. I can get in there. I know I can. I know it. I know it in my heart. It's big enough for a hobbly. It's a little tough to get in, but it will hold at least 270 pounds and 6'1". Let's go to the Camry. Let's see if the Camry has any more room to offer. I doubt it. They're actually about identical. This might have been a speck easier to get inside, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I could do a trip in here. The little yellow thing, the little yellow tab, it works. Welcome to Hollywood. Honda versus Toyota. Camry versus Accord. Sorry, fun's over. Back to the review. Both of them have the little pull right there. And that is how you lay down the rear seat. We got all kinds of stuff in here. It is a split folding rear seat. So there you go. We'll get in the back seat in just a second. Let's see the split folding rear seat in the Accord. Just that simple, huh? Didn't feel like it even unleashed. Or released. Yeah, it sure did. Split folding seats. I'm gonna tell you this though. Just right off, the interior feels nicer in the Honda. Let's move in the interior. Rear seat legroom. You already know how tall I am, so we're not going to mention it again, but let's see what happens. This right here is the whole reason why folks do crossovers. I hate crossovers. See, crossovers are just cars with a lift kit, okay? Like a Honda Passport, okay, and a Honda Pilot. All it is a Honda Accord with a lift kit and an extra set of seats in the back. I despise crossovers. Anyway, let's jump on in here. We'll give you the frontal as we're getting in. Woo. Headroom is okay. I mean, I'm kind of touching. Knee room is decent. We got vents on the back of the console. Way to go, Honda. Got a little screen right there. That's a little depressing. They just took an Apple iPad and just stuck it on the dash with some Gorilla Glue and called it a day. Got some lattice work going around for the vents right there. Steering wheel's not bad. Anyway, the new generation Accord, it just looks so damn rental car-ish. There's just no sexiness. The last generation, it was all about sex. No, I'm just kidding. It was generally good looking though. I just don't find this good looking at all. So I'm a little bit harder on the Accord because it's not pretty. I'm not saying that the big huge Predator grill over there in Toyotaville is gorgeous by any means. They're not made to be gorgeous, I guess. They're made to do work and shuffle the family around, right? Right. Let's get in the back seat of the Toyota Camry and see what happens. Yeah, the seats over there in the Honda are nicer. All right, we won't do the frontal this time. We'll do that. Whoa. Okay. This has a big, huge twin panel moonroof, okay? It takes up the entire roof, okay? Which is great. However, sunroofs rob headroom. You've lost a couple of inches of headroom up there because of the sunroof. So I would say I have a little bit more headroom in the Accord, but it's not much different. As far as knee room, about the same. They feel pretty much the same in here. I will say this. The steering wheel sucks. That's a nasty looking steering wheel in my opinion. I do like that the fact that the tablet is integrated in the dash, but we got some Ferrari Testarossa grills going over here on the side of the doors. I don't know how I feel about that, but Toyota didn't call and ask me what my opinion is. They're gonna make whatever the hell they want to. Let's move to the front, shall we? We do have some vents on the back of the center console right there. Ooh, we've got aluminum racing pedals down low right there. Check that out. Power windows, power door locks, power mirrors. Let's do the squishy squish test. It's a little squishy, a little squishy, a little squishy. Decent squishy, so not much hard plastic going on. Power windows, power door locks, power mirrors. We've already talked about the lattice work. We got dual power seats, automatic transmission, electronic parking brake, different driver modes, a little small hole in the roof. But like we've already talked about, the big huge roof robs headroom in the rear. So actually, this actually makes a little bit more sense as far as hauling the family around because of headroom, but that does look a hell of a lot better over there in Camryville. Every single car manufacturer is making their own version of WeatherTech mats. Okay, in case you don't know what that is, WeatherTech mats are like rubber mats. And so like if you spill a fluid or something down in there, like let's say that pesticide right there spilled all into that mat, then you can just keep that liquid all together and then just pour it out the side of the car or something like that. But WeatherTech has to be losing money because all the manufacturers are making their own stuff now. Just saying, just saying. Let's bring this to life. Hybrid Honda Accord. Everything's hybrid. I will say this, Honda and Toyota, they know what time it is on hybrid. It could be way worse. Let's go through some driver modes and see what we got. Oh, we got normal, sport. Why does it just show the wheel of the car? Individual, okay. Don't show me that ever again. There we go. Why does it just show? So I guess that's so we can set up whatever we want to. Let's play with that. Let's do customize and see what we got. Powertrain, normal. Let's put that to sport. Oh, it kicked on the engine automatically. Steering, let's put that into sport. Now we're getting rid of everything. ACC, let's put that in normal. Gauge cluster, let's put it into sport and see. Oh, we got some red background. Oh, it won't let you do a little rev there. I was trying to give you a little RPM revage, and it just won't let that happen. But anyway, let's go ahead and go back to the home screen. There's all your stuff right there. Bing, bada, boom, bada, boom. Let's do Google Maps. There is your navigation screen. Oh, yes, isn't it beautiful? I do like the fact that you can wiggle those around and get them to do whatever you want to. Glove box right there, decent sized little hole. This sucker rang in right at 40 grand. We're going to compare the window stickers later. Yeah. 2025 Toyota Camry. I will say this color is fantastic. It's like a turquoise bluish color. All right, we got power windows, power door locks, power mirrors, and all of that going on right there. Let's do the squishy squish test. A little squishy, not much squishy, some kind of squishy, and door panels are about evenly matched. The steering wheel sucks. I hate that steering wheel. Dual power seats, nice big huge generous lumpy console right there. Big huge twin panel moonroof. The twin panel moonroof looks so much better than the regular moonroof, but you're robbing yourself of headroom. If you don't have any kids and nobody sits in the back, then who cares, right? All right, let's go ahead and bring the all hybrid platform Camry to life. What'd he say? Yep, you got two different engine options in the new Toyota Camry. You can do the front wheel drive one, gets a hybrid. The all-wheel drive one gets a hybrid. They're about 225 horsepower and 235 horsepower, I think, but pretty much the same power. But everything's a hybrid. No manuals are offered. Yes, there was a manual offered in the Camry way back in the day, but no manuals anymore. Let's go through drive modes like we did over there and see what we get. Oh, we're not going to have any kind of fun. Eco. Yeah, this is going to be no fun whatsoever. Let's cancel that and tell it yes. Okay, yeah. All right, so let's do Eco, normal, and sport. Oh yes, both these cars have about the same mileage. This is a 2025 and that Accord's a 2024. We got heated seats, dual zone climate control, USB-Cs, two USBs right there. Got a wireless charging pad, cup holders, bing bada boom bada boom. Electronic car, got electronic parking brake, hold hill, EV mode, all of this, bing bada boom. It's all right here. There's all the features right there. Economy, gas mileage and more gas mileage. That's what these two cars are all about. Between them, they both have two different engine options, but the Honda is the only one to offer a non-hybrid engine in either one of these platforms. If you want an engine in the Camry, it's getting a battery pack strapped to the 2.5 liter non-turbo four-cylinder, putting out about 208 horsepower. Over there in Hondaville, you can do a 1.5 liter four-cylinder turbo matted to a CVT. That's the base engine. Or you could upgrade to the 2.0 liter non-turbo matted to a battery pack, putting out 204 horsepower. That's your other engine option. So 3 of 4 engines are hybrid. 50 miles per gallon. 50 miles per gallon. Both of them guaranteed, or both of them in their stats and in the EPA, they're talking about 50. I bet somebody that's a really good driver could get 55. You might even be able to get 60 out of these. Amazing fuel economy. These are the last few sedans left, so I guess they have to have some kind of niche. I don't want them to go away. I'm sick of crossovers. But anyway, here it is. 2 of the best sedans ever matted, ever made, ever anything. Casey, I'm a single mom. I'm a single dad. I don't care about cars. I can appreciate that you like cars, but I don't care about cars, bruh. I just need something that the whole family can use. It's very reliable, and it gets unbelievable gas mileage. This was an awesome review. I had a lot of fun. legendary sedans right here. It doesn't all have to be two doors, V8s, and manual transmissions. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you made it to this point, you are a legend yourself. Have a hobbly.